Good evening, everybody. How you doing? This is your coach Renz, and welcome to Mastering the Laws of Attraction. And today, we're going to continue with our conversation about the book, The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. And if you haven't downloaded this book yet, go online. You can download it for free. If you haven't downloaded it, I got the graphic novel. It made it easier for my kids to be able to read it that way, and they really enjoy it, and we still read it to this day. Now, so we're going to continue with some of the notes that I have for this book, right? And like I said, I wrote down 10 pages of notes, but we're not going over all 10 pages of notes that I wrote, but we're going to focus in on certain groupings of notes, of some of the notes and some of the lessons from it. So we talked about being a sheep last time. Well, this time it's about reading the signs. All right, and we're going to start one part. It says, realize your destiny is perfect the moment you are ready to give up. Now understand, like I said, if you haven't read the book, you may not get everything in the simplicity of what I just wrote, but understand it in this framework. Everyone has a personal legend. You have a pathway that is set for yourself. You have a way that you are supposed to walk the path of your life in order to reach your destiny. It is not the one that maybe your parents have put on you, maybe that culture and society has put on you. It's maybe not even the one that you have thought of yourself that fits into the group. But it may be something that's wild, something that's crazy, something that doesn't make sense. And that is your personal legend. Just like a legend on a map, you have to follow your personal legend. And in order to follow the legend on the map, you have to be able to read the signs and symbols that are on the map, that are on the legend. So the moment you give up on being something that you're not, the moment you start to recognize who you are and your path, then you'll be able to read the signs better and read your own personal legend and walk in your own path to get to your destiny, the one that's created for you. Because one of the other things it says that in order to find the treasure, you will have to follow the signs. God has prepared a path for everyone to follow. You just have to read the signs that he left for you, meaning that every path is different for every person. Just because the majority are following the path going this way, just because they're following the herd of the masses, doesn't necessarily mean that that is your path. Your path may be to go that way, away from the masses. There was one time, a few months ago, all right? So when my father had passed away a year ago, I had a traffic ticket, had a court date. I completely forgot. No excuse, but I completely forgot during that time frame. So I missed the court date. And it just stayed out of my mind the entire time. Never thought about it again. So a few months ago, I'm getting ready to leave my store. Everything told me to go left. All my instincts go left, but I went right. Now when I went right, I got pulled over because the light on my tag was out. So I get pulled over. They see that I had missed a court date. So of course there's a warrant. So I go to jail, go through the whole bailing out process and all that. And I was so frustrated, not because I went to jail, not because I missed the traffic date, but I was frustrated because that next day I was going to a morning meditation program. And I was so excited to be able to go, and I was ready to go, and I was excited to go. So I was going to go to this morning meditation, right? But I was told to go left. If I'd have went left, I would have went to the morning meditation. But because I went right, I didn't. Now, some people say, now that's in one instance, that's a sign that I should have followed, an instinct I should have followed. And I recognize that most of the time, I have been given signs by the Creator to go certain directions. And when I've ignored them, things didn't turn out well. And then I had to pay long-term consequence for it. You know what I'm talking about. You know that's happened to you. But we're going to stop that. We're going to start being able to read the signs, being able to see and trust our instinct, trust that gut feel right in there that says that you should go right instead of going left, or you should go left instead of going right, that you should take this job, that you should take that job, that you should move to this city or that city, or that you should not be around these people, or you should be around these people, that you should help, raise your kids this way or that way, or it's something. There is always something. There is a destiny, a legend that each one of us have. But the moment we continue, we don't stop. And the moment we're not being ourselves and say that, okay, let me be me. And in being me, I will be able to follow the path that the Creator has set for me. And then regardless of what other people say, regardless of what you hear, regardless of what you see, and regardless of what you say and what others say, you follow your path. And then you'll reach your destiny. You'll find your treasure. Another part, it says that when you can't read the signs, ask a clear question. Now, this is old world, so it says, then cast stones. Some people still cast stones. You have the black side and the white side, and you cast them, and if it's the black side, then it means yes. If it's the white side, it means no. All right? But if you can make your own decisions, All right. Casting stones, people did it in biblical days. People did it in other ancient time frames. They cast stones. They had uramine and thuramine, and they used those stones, which if they pull out black, they pull out white. That determines. But the main thing here is asking clear questions. You do this still when you pray. You do this when you meditate. If you're asking a general question, then the universe is going to give you a general answer. If you're praying a general prayer, then God is going to give you a general response. Whatever your prayer is, whatever your meditation, whatever your thoughts are, whatever your questions are, they have to be clear and concise. You can't say, oh, I want money. Because if you say, oh, I just want money, if you get $1, guess what? Your prayer was answered. You got money, because $1 is money. But there was no clear, determined amount. But if you say, I want to make $100,000 in the next 12 months, then the universe and God will make it so that you can see the pathway to make that $100,000. But you have to ask that clear and concise question, and you have to desire it, want it, see it, focus on it, and add the laws, the hermetic laws to it in order for it to work, to be attracted to you. The same thing with a husband, a wife, a mate, kids, everything, a house, everything. It has to be clear and concise questions. And then it says that and there's a few things that jump in here that is not part of reading the signs, right? But it says all is one, and reading the language of the signs, follow your destiny through its conclusion. All right. And then it says learn to recognize signs of opportunity and follow them. That's another part about reading the signs. You got to be able to see what the sign is. Is it for you? Is follow your own personal legend. Then follow it to its conclusion. Even when, and here's the thing, reading the sign doesn't mean that everything's going to go up. Sometimes you're reading up and then it goes down, then it goes back up, then it goes down, then it goes back up and it goes down. You have to be willing to follow it through its own conclusion, because it may go up and down and up and down and up. And it may have those plateaus, it may have those valleys, but if you're not willing to follow it to its conclusion, then you don't have enough faith. And that's what you got to have. You got to have faith that you are following your own personal legend, and that if other people don't agree with it, if other people don't like it, then too damn bad for them, because it's your personal legend. Get over that. Let that go. Let that part die. And the moment you let that die, then you'll start moving into your perfect direction, moving into your personal legend. So I look forward to you guys joining me Monday morning. We're going to talk about on the mastering the laws of attraction page. Please like the page. That's the only way you're going to see the live cast of it. So like the page so you can be there with us. We're going to talk about how you can become and figure out who you really are, and remove all those different things that are keeping you from being able to follow your personal legend. But I look forward to it, because your greatness is non-negotiable. See you guys 8 o'clock in the morning, Monday morning, and y'all have a great day. Like I said, your greatness is non-negotiable.